Hello, 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 hello. Well, as usual, the carbonation women never fail to never fail us. Um, with this panel here, right? You'll see that they are trying to say that the allegations are not right and all that stuff and all this, but as you can see here, that their argument is a whole fail. Every argument they come up with is a whole fail. Malia also is trying to play the role as the chief that's so hard. I think it's this one or another person's one, but this is Cola James, by the way. That I'm taking it from, and you'll see that how they are literally not making no sense. They just don't make sense at all. Right, I've only put it down to this mark. I'm not going to make it play all the way. The arguments is ridiculous. Anybody who's trying to say that the allegations are wrong or whatever, fair enough, we wasn't there, right? But however it is, he had charges before the R word. So for these ones to come here and be backing him, they are so crazy. I think I should get the other one. Hold on. Let me get the other one.
Oh, that's the whole interview. Oh,
Terry to it.
Right, so I got the other one. So hopefully, oh, it's on a different tab. Hold on, let me get it. Is this it? Right, this is logos, logo, hashtag. Yes, wait a minute. So, all right, don't eat it all. Let's sit down. Okay. All right, let's sit down. Let's sit down. Right, go. Right, so even on this, hold on. I think you can see it. I'm gonna let it play. These women are back crazy. Even what comes out of their mouth, they have no argument. They are very dim in the brain. I mean, fair enough. There is an argument to be had there about her going with um what's his name, Solar, but you basically you lot are making it worse anyway. So it doesn't matter. Just carry on talking. It's fine. Like because we're all gonna sit and watch you with the popcorn. So I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna try and talk through it with my little one as much as possible. Hi, let me see your transcript. I'm gonna try and talk through it as much as possible with my little one because she might interrupt. But if she interrupt, that's fine. Like if I feel she's interrupting too much, then I'll just cut it off in it. But they are really trying. They're really, really trying. And the ones who's backing him, like they made a whole panel trying to say. I mean, fair enough. What she said in the in the interview. She kind of said they made love. She did say that. She did. But I feel what everybody's looking at now. Maybe he said that. Maybe he make his followers feel that the R word is really them making love. Maybe he has done that to other women. We don't know. These women are back crazy. They need help and deprogramming. They are running for this person like as though he's gonna save them. He's not the savior. All right. And it's just so crazy that I mean I know women in DV always go back to the abusers, yeah. That happens. But is these women here? What are you holding on for? I just want to know. What are you holding on for? Just go to your children live your life. You're in your early 20s. You're not even 30 yet, and you're wasting your time on a man who don't care. He's probably in the jail now, being handled a certain way. You don't even know. They said that they have to separate him from prisoners because if the prisoners find out what he did, it can be very detrimental to him. These women are a whole joke. Anyway, I'm gonna let it play. I'm not gonna talk over it too much. I'm gonna try and come in a little bits and pieces, but they are really crazy, bat crazy women. Aya can't even string words together. I mean, I'm not the best at stringing words myself, but if it comes to a point where I need to make certain points or I have to talk, my words will come and it comes straight and forward. I would all stop stuttering. My voice ups a little bit. I will project because I'm a small person, but she is just like I don't know. I mean, I, I don't know. I don't know what to say really. I don't know what to say. I saw a little bit of this last night on Bigo. Chew was off to Chew's off key. They're all off key. All of them. They're all off key. Just pack your bags and go home. Just do what you gotta do. Chew probably have nothing to go home to anyway, by the sounds of it. He has nothing to go home to. That's what I'm thinking. He's fighting so hard for the wrong things. Janae and the other one, which I still think that relationship is a sham. I am not for their relationship anyway, by no means. I believe it's not real. It's gonna clap her in their face. It is. And I'm not wishing bad on her, but that's what I see, okay? So I'm going to put it on. Sorry, I've done a lot of talking. Hi Hood. Efaru was yeah. You know why Efaru's quiet? Because Efaru's planning to run too. It wouldn't surprise me if she runs. It would not surprise me if that girl runs. She's probably planning an escape because her mum's already turned up. Right? She must have told her mum where she was. So she's probably planning something. Efaru have a comfy, a big ass family that she can go home to. Right? Malia has no one to go home to. She burnt her bridges for a man. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let me play it. Let me play it.
Like, so yeah, like this video was broke down, especially with the inconsistencies. All of that was broke down.
When they tell me, oh my goddamn you, phone, I want to throw my phone, yo. This is shit I'm talking about. When them girls come for you.
Oh, and if y'all want to be able to hear it in the box, y'all probably barely can hear it because y'all in the box. So y'all probably have, headphones or something like that. But the comments, they'll be able to hear the whole, like they can hear it loud and clear.
Yeah, that's the
Or
only
if y'all
way.
got another phone,
Y'all can listen to it that way too.
Yeah, we could hear the part where she's talking, but we can't hear really Key's part.
Yeah,
it get his part or something. You got some headphones?
Yeah, it's all right. We can go on with it.
Okay, that's why. But it's.
I'm gonna skip to the panel part. If people seen the beginning of it, I'm gonna skip to the panel part. Okay, hold on. Let me skip.
Okay, and majority of them don't like me nor Brandon. So
they don't like the truth. I heard this be a motherfucker. They don't like the truth, yo. And that's the sad part. Like all that positive talk, a lot of y'all be doing, y'all never get to that level of positivity in y'all life trying to do fucked up shit to somebody else, yo. Y'all will never get to that level that y'all looking for. Y'all never get to that spiritual realm, however you feel, trying to do something negative to somebody else. It's not gonna happen. Like, your
What spiritual realm are they talking? They're not at no spiritual realm, no spiritual realm, no doctrine. all their doctrine is all thrown together. There is no spiritual doctrine. These people have Hindu, Muslim, um, Buddhist, what's the next thing? Orisha, everything thrown together. They have no stable foundation, none at all, about spiritual doctrine. And I don't even know who that person's talking. He sounds like a right fool right now. He sounds like an idiot. He needs to stop. See, things like this gets on my nerves. Like, if you don't know about something, shut your noise and just sit down and learn in it. But right, they're only defending a person who's abused women because they like he's probably the same as nature fool, you know. And the fact that whoever that woman is up there defending him, right? Because in the black community, and I know people hate the word black, right? We are very masochistic, sadistic people in our community. We will stand and we will watch a person get licked down, and some will do something and some won't. So at the end of the day, right? Hi, Chrissy. Right, like we are very masochistic in our ways due to the past of ancestors of whatever happened in the past. So someone defending someone who's been abusing women for over how many years, abused this whole baby mother, put her all in a circle and beat her up. Now these women up here trying to say they're defending him. Defending who? You don't defend nothing. You don't defend nothing. Like I said, right, and I'm going to swear on this one. It's pure fuckeries. It's the fuckeries that goes on in the community. That's why we are always at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? These things that I see on here, sometimes I have to wonder. Now, this group should have been torn down from long time ago. It took Miss Jezebel herself to go and broke down this whole group. So they're there because they have no master puppet to pupperize them, to tell them what to do, right? So they're there, damnation her. But they should be damnation in themselves because they are not even defending nothing. Okay, fair enough, right? Like there's two sets of revolutionary people. There's the armchair one, and there's the one who's on the front line, right? Now, Nature Boy didn't stand for whatever the true consciousness for what it is. He was a whole con artist, right? And these women are up here calling him their husband and all this marasmy business, right? Aya was breastfeeding a baby that was not even hers while he did what he did, while he there bent her over. The next one, she'll get licked down on Pond Road and then run back, right? Efaru, he used to cuss her down, tell her about her mixed race self and her, and she there defending him. Zoka in a corner, right? In a corner, a whole baby missing. Don't know what happened to the baby. All now, right? All now, we don't know what happened to this baby. All now. Yeah? I'm fed up. You know, I feel at one point I'm gonna stop watching these people and just wait to when the verdicts come true. Because as a woman who's been around the conscious community in the past, this fuckery here needs to stop. Because, like, if we're not bloody trauma bonding, then we got these idiots, because the scenery look good at the back, and them are dressed certain way, and they'll wear feather in their head, and then they're saying they're representing what, right? You're not representing nothing. You're there on here doing the most on the whole Bigo, saying that how right you're protecting the king. He ain't no king. He is a whole stripper bicycle. Listen, he's a whole prostitute. He's a whole prostitute. That's what he was. He there give up him seed and everything else. He didn't have to do that. It don't matter how low is low your pay, your money is. Right? Some people live in the worst shit. And then he just create this group. And these stupid idiots are still follow him like dumb, fool ass people. I mean, I know what to call it. It's just pure fuckeries. And I'm sorry, I have to say it now. Right? Me coming from the conscious community for how many years back? This is 2022, and we have these people representing, so-called representing what people they are fight for, and they are spitting the face of ancestors and shit, and you're there sitting. Anyways, I'm gonna try my best not to give a speech. Okay, it's not about the speech. All right, I'm just gonna let the thing play. All right, even if I let the whole thing play, I'm gonna try not to say nothing, because if I say something, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get mad, and then nothing ain't gonna come out of this video here. All right, but this is for educational purposes. Me don't forget to put that banner to look. Don't forget to put a banner for educational purposes. Hi, Esso. These women are just so messed up. You there are pretending to be the virtuous woman, and you're up there on Big Bigo. You have time now to fly and go and do what you're doing. You have time to fly. The man have you in captivity like the bloody oppressor. Okay? He there all I'll use Willie Lynch, let upon you. And you're up in big old dirty Bigo saying the most. But you know, I'm gonna let it play. For those who ain't seen this half of it, because I seen the other half, I ain't seen this half of it. We gonna watch together. And watch this stupidness and these fuckeries. Because over here, if these women was over here, it'd be a whole different story. None of this will never be going on over here. Because the conscious community would have already shut that ass down long time already. I don't know what's going on in America, you know. You don't need to sort certain things out. Because if this is the product of so-called conscious community, you lot are crazy. I just hope my children don't join the conscious community. I really hope none of them don't join it. Because this here show the weakness of our youth right here. Right? And I know none of my ones ain't that weak, okay? None of my ones ain't that weak. You there under a whole man for how long? And you're still there. The man there beat you up, treat you like Ross, and you're there sitting on Bigo, defending. With the R word of that, the R word, which he's probably have done many times. And I don't actually put it past him because he said it on videos many times. He even said when a girl reach a certain age, what, and people there defending this. Listen, young black and ambitious. I was doing stuff in the community, okay? So I'm not right. I have put out positive videos on here, right? Being that you just come to this one, right? Because I just do one review on something I just watched, right? I have put out positive stuff. If you look down, right? If you look down a bit further down, you'll see what I've done and the people I've what to call it, collaborated with on here. Yeah. So, and there's even people in the chat that have been around. Yeah, it's their life. No one's not saying it's their life, but at the end of the day, right? They got a chance to make it better. They're in their 20s. I'm 47, right? I'm still gonna be 50 in how many years' time, right? When I was their age, right, I was in the conscious community, probably later on in the conscious community. I wasn't in no group like that. It's very sad. It's very sad. Wait a minute. Who, what? I'm not saying, listen. Me not judge nobody, you know. But I seen these women go through the most things. I seen them go through it. Let them be free to do what, though? They need help. They need deprogramming. They need a whole set of things. And what I always notice, and this is another thing I don't understand. You see, when it comes to nature boy stuff, why is there always one that comes to the chat and calls pure? It's like they have to be contrary to the thing, right? People put out stuff about this man, and then you come in and then you put pure, what do you call it, chaos into the chat, right? I'm just talking from my experience, you know. When I talk just from here, just now, you know what I'm saying? And I already said, I was in the community, working in the community. You can't tell me nothing, you know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing to me, okay? You just see me come on this one video and you just assume, oh yeah, well, oh yeah, I should let them be free and la 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 la. You don't listen. If you watch this thing from when Velvet was holding that baby looking skinny, and when he beat her and all them times there, right, you will never say that, because I tell you one thing, right, the first thing you will say, no, what's it, no, not what's it, not mine, right? So you cannot say that. He put his whole business out there. No one told him, right? No one went looking for him, you know. He put his business out on whole YouTube. Nobody told him not to, whatever. So you cannot come and then you start putting in certain things into the chat. Because right there, right, you're there making, what do you call it? Causing chaos where there should be no chaos. And you, what do you mean was I did? Listen, woman, if you look on the YouTube, then any which one of them, right? Any which one, because I'm sure you're a woman, because you can't be man, right? Because I notice woman does back for this man, big woman, right? No, you are causing chaos. You're causing chaos. You're being chaotic, right? My chats don't even be chaotic. I don't even have to tell off nobody in my chat. To be honest, right? If I was to say to you just the right, you know, like just, you know what, Chrissy, just deal with the thing, man, because you coming in. I sound like pastor. Do you even know what a pastor sound like, though? Any of us can be pastor, you know. Yeah, she's chatting the most foolishness. Ah, me just start up the something, and then you come in and come on the troll storm pan. What is wrong with you? You're batting for something that even the man don't even care. For true. You know what I mean? Oh, you are a zombie. Well, you must be the word zombie because you are full of foolishness. Jeez. Come on, boy, my spirit. Me just a chat pon something me I see.
Conscious gonna eat you. They already took the video down. Let me see it.
I seen somebody saying that in the chat. I'm about to look on YouTube right now and see if she took it down.
We already got it now.
Yeah, my people's about to post it.
We got what we need.
Yeah.
You had evidence so big and so grand. Why would you need to take a video down up and down all the time? It's clear to see that she's lying.
That was the first video.
Audio, yeah.
That was the first video she ever posted where she took the comments. She had
Brandon, don't make a long title either. Make the title.
No, they doing
she's
it.
lying.
No, she gonna send me the link too. Hey, y'all, let me explain something to y'all real fast. So I'll give y'all a timeline. All right, Nature Boy went to jail the second week of April. Naytiri did an interview.
April 14th.
With the T, I guess it was. Yeah, April 14th. Naytiri did an interview.
She left
on March 31st.
She left on March March 28th, that's when she left our house. She did the interview on March 31st.
Uh-huh.
And then 2 weeks later, which is April 14th, that's when they came.
So you tell me if you
Yeah.
so-called get raped when you go that night or that day you escaped the cult, when you go to the cops right then and there because you're so in distress and so hurt, this is like you would go straight to the cops. You wouldn't wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks to
You wouldn't go make a
report.
video, go live,
Right. I
then
would
go to police.
Right.
You would go right then and there if it was rape.
I wouldn't do an interview.
I'm gonna say this.
I'll tell you that.
Right. Obviously, it wasn't rape.
Ideally,
The motive.
ideally, we definitely think that if someone gets raped, they will go right then and there. Some folks do.
Sorry, hello everybody who's entered the room. Thank you, Chrissy. Should have block that young whatever black whatever amp whatever fool person. Yes, as you see, right, they're trying to determine the time for which this girl when it happened, but I think they were all sleeping in the house. I reckon, or I'm thinking, assuming they were sleeping when this happened to Nefertiri, aka Janae. So I feel that's why they have no idea of what had happened in the house, and they're just going by what she said on the interview. So we're gonna watch and hear what they say, and hear these stupid women talk their ass as usual, and and then we'll talk through it. I'm gonna put the link out and I'm gonna let two people come up and dialogue with each other because I might be busy with the baby over here. So you know what I mean. So we're gonna make this interesting, okay? Because people are very backward in this world now. So we are just gonna watch this, okay? Sorry, I've talked so much. Sorry.
Exactly.
Some folks do wait, but however, if you listen to everything that comes out that then came out her own side of the story, you can see that
She sound like
you
a scorned ass woman.
you couldn't be the queen. You was just mad.
She
You was
sound like
jealous and
a
everything else.
scorned female that wasn't getting the attention that she was desiring from him. That's what it sound like to me. Sound like to me, Malia was getting a little bit too much fucking attention from him, and she threw a bitch fit. That's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, she was
Trust me, I heard. Listen.
Yeah, she was mad because he didn't sleep with her that night. Came in there with me, and then she left the next rising because she was upset. She didn't get the same attention. And when was asked how was that night, she stated that it was fake. The energy felt fake. It didn't feel real. It didn't feel genuine because she wanted the same attention that was given to me to her. But you can't give that same attention and energy because.
But when they ran after you, right, they said that how what did they say? When you and her had a fallout, hi Miss Wise, when you had a fallout with Nature Boy and you ran from the house, and the theory was I haven't had the D in ages. Not only that, I feel that you was jealous because she was getting a lot of attention from Nature Boy because she obviously was built a certain way. And for you to say that, I feel that there was jealousy between you anyway. So like it seems like Malia's just twisted this to suit her. She's twisted the narrative as my daughter hates when I say that. She twisted it to make it sound as though Janae was jealous of her, but Nature Boy really favoured Janae a lot. You see it in the videos, you see it in the way she dressed you guys. You saw it in a lot of the actions, you know. So I think Malia's just talking out of her butty right now.
Because it's not the type of vibe. It wasn't that vibe with her. And so that's her whole motive is her jealousy. She was very
And
upset. She was very mad. And so she goes online, and then the people online that are haters, that are trolls, that don't like Poppy, they're coercing her to say that he raped her, but he didn't.
Yeah.
That's false. That's lies.
and I'm gonna be
False
honest with
accusation.
y'all. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and y'all know how I am. I'm not biased. I don't care because it's Nature Boy. If it doesn't matter who
It's
the
just
woman is,
anybody.
if he really did that, then okay, he's wrong. If he didn't, she fucked up for that. Period, point blank. Because I don't want people to
Nah,
think
he's
like
innocent.
just
He
because
can do
it's Nature Boy and we fuck with Nature Boy. So I don't want people to think like, oh no, they're gonna be biased. No, right is right, wrong is wrong. But I
no,
can only
wrong,
go by
Wrong.
what is coming out of her mouth. I can only go
I said
by
this
what she is saying.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
That's it.
And when it comes to something
And
like
the
this,
shit
we
that
weren't
she's
there.
saying is not making sense. It doesn't add up. And I'm gonna tell you what part got me. That making love part. Now that was supposed to be when this alleged rape happened. I don't give a damn who you are. If you have been violated, you are not going to confuse making love with being raped. I don't give a damn who you are. I
Facts.
don't care. We know the difference. You know the
Facts.
difference in making love and something being aggressively taken from you. Because that's what rape is, aggressive sexual behavior.
But Nature Boy was always aggressive in the bedroom. I mean, a few women did actually say that before. So I feel that in Janae's mind, she aligned it with making love because she didn't want to say the R word because she needs healing herself. And I feel because like he always talk about aggressive sex, which he does. Um, that's what I feel. I feel that she aligned it with that because anybody who knows the difference between the when it's the full on to the making love part, there's two differences. You know what I mean? So I feel in their camp, their making love is aggressive sex, and I feel that's what she's aligned it with as well. So, and I feel that's what's in their mind. Hi, ghetto child. Hi, the bomb mommy. Hi, Rich. So I just feel that um, I think her and Solar just wanted to get Nature Boy out the way so they can be together every. Yeah. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. But it's just that they're stuck on the making love part. You know what I mean? They said that how because she didn't call it for what it was. She didn't call it for what it was. She called it making love. She didn't call it like like the R word perceivably. But that's all he spoke about. Really, he always spoke about sex in a certain way, in an aggressive way, in aggressive fashion. All of them need extensive therapy, and the ones left at this point are delusional and making it worse for him. Yeah, but to tell them that they won't listen. They won't listen. They're too stuck looking for the master puppeteer because he's the master puppeteer now. And now there's a puppet now that's walking around with the one who's supposed to be the one threatened or whatever. So I think there's a mix up in their doctrine, so-called doctrine on making love per se, even though they said that they did lots of education on showing what they were doing online, but it's like, it's just crazy anyway. But let me listen before me start talk rubbish, because I don't want to talk rubbish.
Like, come on,
And
y'all.
truthfully, that's actually disrespectful to rape victims because no rape victims don't say the night that they were allegedly raped said they made love.
Mhm.
No, that's disrespectful to rape victims.
And also too, if you listen to almost the end of the interview, the lady who did the interview asked her a question. She said, "Now, do you feel like she was trying to insinuate rape, but she was trying to use other words to dance around. She was trying to coerce her into saying it. She actually said no. I actually
Right.
feel like there was any love there, and then I was fake."
And you know what? And during that interview, the woman did ask her a question, and I noticed that it was a question that she never answered. It was like, "Oh, I got to get up, go to the bathroom." Like it was like things like that. It was shit that she was dancing around. And then I feel like this when you are interviewing somebody, a lot of times, depending on how the conversation is going, you can let somebody influence the words that come out of your mouth. Okay. A person can really, an interviewer can really help you tell what they want you to tell. To be honest with you, because some of that shit, she wasn't even answering that shit the right way. Like that's just my opinion. And another thing is this: if you feel like that you were being harmed or in some type of environment where you didn't have no control over it, once you left. Why didn't you stay out? Why fuck that charger? Why would you come back in? You could have easily went to a store, got a charger, stole a charger, anything, borrowed your friend charger once you made it to wherever you was going. It just didn't make sense. If I feel like I'm gonna be hurt or violated, I'm not going back in the house. What the hell? Once I'm already out. So where is this? What is it? Kidnapping, hostage, whatever that little charge
False
was.
imprisonment.
False imprisonment. I don't get that. How when you was outside and chose to
But then on
come
top of
back
that,
in life. And my thing is this, even if one of the girls told you he wants you to come back in, bitch, you still have a choice.
Right.
Nobody forced you with no weapon. Nobody made you go back in. No, you left the Uber driver out there waiting. You have a choice. So I'm not buying this shit at all.
Yeah.
And like I said, she talked a little bit too much about. She talked a little bit too much about Malia for me.
Yeah, because
For her
everybody
to
here
turn
comes
over
on their
next
free
door and
will.
him doing this to her, it was Malia.
Yeah.
It was just too much. It was too much. Straight jealous.
Check your messages too.
Okay, let me see.
Brandy, is it ready?
Yeah, let me check my message. My phone, bro. Hold on.
And then that you write about that in the comments. That's the key thing. Why would y'all take down an interview that is supposedly going to lead him to stay in prison, jail, whatever it is? Why would you take it down? And why would you stop everybody from playing it?
Twice.
Yeah.
That's some negative.
Why?
And notice,
Twice.
and notice it was posted.
It was copyright infringement.
No matter if you don't like a person or not, it's truth. It's truth.
Right.
When she found out that video was on Bigo and it got in Key's hands, oh shit hit the fan, baby. Oh, she was like, no, we're about to take this video down. Because people start talking about her saying we made love. So it didn't make sense.
All the key words she used, the whole scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I said, now this some fucked up shit right here. That's some set up shit right there.
Yeah.
And let's not forget that
y'all.
Chief is.
Hi, Kentucky. You know what's so messed up as well? Yes, you're right. The person who said about Malia getting nearly killed, and she's there defending this man. She's still defending this man to the end. That all four of them call him their husband, being that he's still legally married to Velvet, which makes no sense whatsoever. And no, they ain't scaring these women. These women just want to talk up for the puppet master. They just seem to like to talk for him. And yeah, Chrissy is crazy. It is crazy. It's still going on till now. These women refuse to go home. They would just refuse to go home for some reason. For some reason, whatever the reason is, I hope the reasons do come out. They refuse to go home. They're defending someone that don't defend them, right? And 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 he might be still be what you call it, giving them orders from the prison, from the jail. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. And if you don't notice, the Bigo is taking the Mickey out of them with them funny voices that they keep adding. Every time they talk, they will add a voice to them because the Bigo don't check for him like that. They don't like him. They don't like him. Anyways, let me play it. I don't want to be
Is a public speaker. He teaches about spirituality and sciences that breaks down this reality and frees your mind. Let's not forget about this. So she's just playing out as a catalyst for. They was always coming to the house, checking up, seeing what's going on. If she was here while they're doing checkups weekly, daily at our home. We live in a neighborhood, so you would see if there's something wrong going on in this house if you're coming up and checking up all the time. And then for her to leave and talk all this stuff that she always does, this back and forth ping pong game with her not getting her way, talking.
But they forget one thing. Didn't Velvet used to go back and forwards, back and forwards, back and forwards? I think Velvet left like 3 times or 4 times. Huh? She left 3 or 4 times. So I feel to myself, when Nature Boy liked the woman a lot, the woman was free to go back and forth. He took her back in because first time he got her back on a revenge. The last time when he take her, right, he took her and she was part of the harem. You know what I mean? And right, he kind of allowed her to do more stuff. You know what I mean? More, put on makeup, her parties, all that. You know what I mean? Right. She was allowed to do more than Malia at one point. You know what I mean? Like in the last days. Yeah, put the money in there. In the last bit of before he got arrested, so she actually had a lot of freedom. I think what got her mostly was because she didn't get to be queen. She thought she was gonna be queen, and because she said that she slept with Solar and he was the greatest thing, I think that's what tipped over the milk, the water. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's a lot within, like, you know, like you can just fill in the gaps to their timeline, what they're talking about. So now, right, they're just trying to make him out like he's some angel or something right now, and he ain't no angel.
Whole bunch of crap. It shows that she really is just opportunist. So when she don't get what she wants, when she already comes when things are up, she's never here when things are down. When we going through stuff as a family, she's only for the come
up.
You know
what, Malia, that's just like when that little altercation happened or whatever. Everybody go through things, okay? When she kept saying to you, "You get all the D, you get all the D." Like, bitch, why are you worried
That's the focal
about
point of the situation.
that was the focal point of her aggression with you. You get all the attention, you get this. I'm like, damn.
Hi, Nikwa. I remember when they said that to her, you know, that's when she ran out from the cul-de-sac. And that's when, before she broke the mirror, and she ran out from the cul-de-sac, and they ran around the corner, and all of them ran around the corner, and Natiri was telling her off hard. And then when she went a bit more around the cul-de-sac, Natiri said, "You're selfish. You get more attention than I do. You get all the D." Yeah, I remember that. So it's like yeah, you can say that Natiri was a woman scorned in one sense. I mean, like I said that before. I said she was scorned. You know what I mean? So I've been saying that. So a few of us has spotted that. So what else? What's the argument? There's no argument, is there? There's no argument. Basically, there's no argument. Let me see now. This is some weird stuff. You never know what kind of stuff they force them, face them sign, and scare tactics they use to keep these girls. No, but it's also the women against the women, because what Nature Boys did, he used to let the women, like, he would tell the women to go hit the other woman. He wouldn't use his hands because he knows that if he beats somebody, right, he'll get it worse. So what he would do, he'll set up the women to go beat the other women. That's what he used to do all the time. And it's been seen on the fight with Malia and Velvet, and the one where there was on the balcony. Go and turn down the something, please. Can you go turn it down? Right. On the balcony, right, where she was crying. If you've seen the video where she's crying on the balcony, and Nature Boy goes to Janae and Efaru to go and beat her, right? You know what I mean? And she said, so she kept saying, I have no argument with them, and I'm not there yet with them or whatever. So you know. So yeah, there's been a numbers of stuff. Right, there's a whole build up before it got to this. There's a whole build up.
Okay. She was upset.
Yeah.
Man, she was upset.
That's all she was worried about. But Nature Boy is such a bad person. But you worried about his penis and where it's going.
Goofy.
I'm just saying, I just use common sense.
Hey, I got some files I would like to add to the case, please.
Go ahead. Hold on, let me put you in the box.
Put me in the big box. Put me in the big
box. Big box,
yeah. Y'all, the music is on. You gotta press the 3 lines at the bottom.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the 3 lines and hit give sound.
How you make this disco party stop?
Look, hit the 3 lines. Go to give sound and make sure it's not checked. Like, take the check off of it. Just tap it and it'll remove the check. Okay, so that way you won't hear the music in the background.
You can't hear it, right?
To the people in the comments, hit the 3 lines. If that give sound is checked, make sure you uncheck it. That's all you got to do. Okay, I just told you, the curious squad, if you hear it, hit the 3 lines. Go to give sound, hit it, and it will uncheck it for you. That's it.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm trying to figure out why they trying to silence y'all. What's the silence for?
Goofies. Y'all ready?
Y'all got all this proof, but don't want nobody to talk.
Right. So look, right? So what?
And if you notice, I don't know if anybody's noticed something. Efaru is normally very mouthy, you know what I mean? Efaru is sitting there quiet. Like, what's all that about? I feel she's another one who's thinking about escaping from this group. I think her and Aya, definitely, because Aya wanted to go before all this problem. I'm thinking they're thinking something in their head, because like normally, right, they will say a lot, they will talk up, they will say a whole heap, they're not saying nothing. So that is very interesting. She's just shaking her head, she's not even saying nothing. The most ones who's making the noise is Zoka, Malia, and Aya, and True. That's very interesting.
What we seeing from this chick, right? I nicknamed the social media succubus, because what she do is a pattern that she's displayed across any man she can connect to drain him for his status and attention, because she can't do it on her own. So this is something that she's been doing for a number of years. So here's the first dude, first victim, number one.
Alright, so we are live on Instagram and we are live on Facebook. So come on this room, everybody come on in. Water definitely fun here. We're going to talk about our health journey and
One.
To the guys on chat. Most honorable prophet of Neo, the Christ has taught us. Our true currency is our attention.
Bitch, if you knew that, why the fuck you steal our money?
Right. And you skipped one too
What I'm
before that.
focused on becomes my reality. In order to create the experience that I want to experience, I have to change my thoughts. I have to align my thoughts to that frequency.
Two.
Listen, I'm with you, bitch. That's Arabic bullshit. But in German, they say bollocks. There's a bunch of bollocks. You have
She goes for men of power. She goes for men of power and high status. That's what she does. She only got put with Loyal because Nature Boy put her with Loyal. So True showing all this proves to me nothing. She's just a woman who's very driven, who wants to be on top, wants to be the main squeeze, you know, but it still doesn't rule out no woman should have the R word done to them. No woman at all. Okay? No woman should be assaulted, or should I say sexually assaulted? That's more a better word for it. No woman should be sexually assaulted, right? I mean, like, we all knew that she was a woman who was seeking a status and acknowledgement. She's been doing that for a numbers of years, not just now, okay? But she got put with Loyal, and I think she got put with Solar and Zoka because Nature Boy put him like that, basically, because he used to choose the couples. Okay, and I think when Velvet was around, I think Velvet also selected the couples. So True bringing up this argument here is frivolous because a woman can have many lovers. It doesn't mean to say whatever. I mean, but in this case, this is more status thing with her. Who listens to people who abandon their children for? Exactly that part. That part, Miss Wise. Say it again. Say it again. Right. No means no, regardless of the social. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not right. And that's what he teaches in his community. You take it by force. Even if she's leaving. What Nature Boy always says, most of the time he said, when a woman's arguing with him, he said, what you do, you take it by force. He said, you slap her around a little bit and then you take it by force. He always preached that, right? Always. That's what I said. The community is a bit masochistic and sadist on certain stuff. It's a bit crazy. Sadistic, that's the word. Sadistic is the word I'm looking for. Because this person, he spoke a whole lot in his videos. He never hid who he was. Nosy bitch can back me up on that. Many people who's been following him can back me up on that. SL Davis can back me up on that. Immortal Morals, definitely. Others, the men. Now this man's been saying this for a long time. Even to one point, a young man turned up on his live saying what he did to his cousins or sister or somebody. I can't remember. 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds. I can't remember. And he was right there. He was actually approval. He actually approved most of what these people had said to him. Okay, so you can't use her history against her. She wanted to be a woman of power. She wanted velvet space, right? She wanted a Malia space. But Malia wasn't even enjoying being chiefess at one point because he was belittling her a lot. He was belittling her a lot. So why are you bringing up this says nothing? I'm sure there's other women have other men that they was doing too. Just because they're not in the big limelight doesn't mean to say whatever. But you men still went and slept with them, didn't you? True, you slept with Sheba. Sheba was with Nature Boy. No, it was with you. No, it was with you. Then Nature Boy took her. Then she didn't know whose baby it was at one point. So maybe people can use your sexual history against you as well. Because you're not perfect at all. By no means. No one's perfect. We all have flaws. But anyways, let it just play. Sorry.
Yeah, that purpose has to be protected. You can't let anybody who slander you and just they'll comment on your bitches, DM you all type of evil things. Like everything is like, let me tell you something. 3. Like, you got the knowledge, besides for now. People gravitate to that shit. 4. 5.
This bitch done been around the world and that bitch done been everywhere, boy. Come on, man. This ain't.
But True never liked her anyway. True's always voiced his opinion where she is concerned, even till this day. True said he never liked her. He never ever liked her. He didn't even want her to even come back to the tribe. Okay? He said it clearly and concise. He never held back on his opinion on that. So by him showing this proves nothing at all. It just shows that he hates her even more. And because she's with Solar, he despises her even more. Okay?
Nothing new, dog. She do this shit everywhere she go, man. This ain't nothing new.
Man, look.
Come on, man.
So I do want to say we gonna kind of wrap it up since it is a little bit kind of late.
Oh, yeah, play it.
So why you didn't tell me it was ready, Brandon?
I text you.
No, don't text me. We on the panel together. I'm doing something.
You was looking at your
What's
phone.
the name of the video?
Let me see.
What's
they
the
say
name?
Nature relied on Nature Boy.
Okay. How you spell my name? Neyteri? Is that how you got it spelled, Brandon?
Yeah. Neyteri. One word.
Girl, I don't care about them damn voice changing. That man didn't do that to her. Period.
A half minutes long right here. This portion right here, the video, is the reason that they took the original video down. This is the reason.
Brandon, we can't hear you, but I'm gonna play this.
You know, you're my bitch, you're my papa.
Oh shit, hold
Telling
on.
him like you gotta have to like I couldn't resist him in that moment. In that moment, I was really vulnerable, and he knew exactly what to say to me to help have me stay there with him. And yeah, we did make love in that moment. I didn't want to like resist him. I didn't want to like, because any of that, because it was just like, if I felt like if I was gonna resist him and I already done left the Uber done left, and my friend is calling me like back to back, asking me if I'm okay. And I'm just like being a stupid ass, like letting him manipulate me back into the situation and allowing him to have sex with me. So at this point, I was like, oh my God, I'm stupid as fuck because I'm a sucker for fucking love. Like,
now, and not one time do you hear her say, I was scared to resist because he was going to hurt me, anything like that. No, bitch. You didn't want to resist because you was vulnerable. Your twat was hot.
You wanted
Twat
to do
was
it.
hot. You was liking what was going on. You was loving the attention that he was finally giving you, that you was craving for. Since Malia get all the attention from what you say, you was loving it, embraced it.
You gotta be clear. Not that getting all the dick. That's what she said.
Right.
Allowed it. Mm-hmm.
Ginger's way, I didn't hear nothing about she said she stopped and he didn't. I didn't hear none of that just now.
No.
Oh, she
I know
literally
what the fuck I
said
just heard.
She said I allowed him. She literally just said
Who
that.
said
now.
that? Just don't
This
get kicked.
dumb
Don't make
bitch
up nothing that's not in
named
this video.
Ginger's way.
Don't make up nothing that's not in the video.
Like, I don't even see how the fuck.
The thing about it is that these people in their lives are so pathetic and miserable that they can't even move past their feelings about
Chief and what he said and what he's done and how he said it and how he did it, and look at the facts of the matter when they're right in front of their face. You not liking somebody does not automatically warrant them to be guilty in no regard.
If you want to be a fair judge, you have to look at the facts that is sat in front of you and determine what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. And the fact that these people are trying to take what is right in front of them and manipulate that to even be something against Chief is sad. It ain't a statement on Chief, it's a statement on the people making these pathetic ass judgments. So I don't take it personally. It just lets me know that some people in the world are literally living a miserable ass life, so much so that they thrive on somebody else's fucking downfall. That's some sad ass shit. What else do you need to hear? What else does she need to say? It ain't like we edited the video and added our shit to it. We taking what she said shortly after the alleged moment, and it does not sound like a rape. I don't know what the fuck y'all think rape equals, but when I think of a rape and putting myself in that position, I'm not gonna be saying shit like that. I'm gonna be letting you know how I was terrified and how I tried to fucking fight my way out and I was running and I was scared. This bitch sounds like she knew what she was doing. She wanted to do it, and somewhere along the line, the motherfucker got tricked into turning this shit into something that had nothing to do with the allegations, but some other hurt that she may have formulated prior to this event even fucking being addressed.
And when it comes down to it, y'all, I don't know what kind of false imprisonments y'all know where it come with an Uber and it come with a cell phone. What the hell kind of false imprisonment is that?
Nigga. And how
I ain't never heard of that.
No, carbonation is the worst hostage situation
On the planet because only 5 niggas have stayed and 99 niggas have left. Lettieri is one of the people that has managed to leave multiple times. So how is it that this situation just so happened to be a situation that she was unable to leave from? I myself am the drop off fucking king of carbonation. I'm glad to drop niggas off. I'm glad to take you to your mama, the bus station, the airplane, up the street, where the fuck you gotta go. Because I do not like niggas that wanna be on the
Now everybody's on the panel don't get one.
But yeah, Chief, he is the most hated because he's a true speaker. You know, any person that's speaking real.
He is a true speaker. He corrugated a whole set of information from other people, mixed it up. Even hell, he even changed the whole Ma'at law. He switched it upside down. He changed the chakras to something else. Like what the? Him a true seeker? Well, me's a true seeker too. Alright, I'm a true talker too. Then, innit? Alright, me, King Aladdin, Sister Soul Armor, Trips, Romeo. I can't even name half of us. So if he is a true speaker, it's just crazy. You even flipping what's his name? Solar figured out that the information was taken from Dr. York. From Dr. York, even Dr. York took the information from somewhere else. No information is original. He mixed up the chakras. My thing was he changed the whole Ma'at law. And he started talking about the Kama Sutra. Now, if you hear Lordship break down the thing on the Kama Sutra itself, the man was proper ignorant. Yes, Miss Wise, he was ignorant. They're all ignorant. He was so ignorant. The Kama Sutra wasn't even made for what it was. It wasn't like a sexual thing anyway. It's a sexual thing, but it wasn't used like that. Yeah, when you go through the Sanskrit, nothing is original, no matter how much you fix up, take it, change it, or whatever. He took a whole set of ideologies and slammed it together. Even I did a whole video breaking down where he got the hands from. Then I found out that the hand gestures they were doing are gang related. They're gang related hand gestures. Right, when they're doing the pyramid, right, because he tried to be controversial because he liked good and bad press. So how is he a true seeker or truth talker? Right, there are many truth talkers. Most truth talkers die for their shit. He wasn't willing to die. He was living good. He was Western YP. They were living good off of cash apps and stuff like that. Hell, I can't even get PayPal for a little bit. What's it? What's a little bit education? I can't even get a little bit of that. But that's really interesting. Him a true speaker. I'm like, wow, okay. The sun skits the right. He also used the 48 laws of power upon them too. He used the 48 laws of power. He used quite a few doctrines and stuff on these people. Mind control, how to control a human being. Right? So, it's quite laughable. That's why, it's interesting. Right? I had lots of people in my chat. You see, when you're talking the real thing now, you see, because, you have to break this thing down. These people, even sometimes when he was doing certain things, I'm not brilliant at maths. Right? He said that how he was doing everything in threes. Oh yeah, right. They wake up at 3:00. They eat at 3:00. They do everything in trees. He said when he was having one of his real bad trips, he's going around the around the B&B filming everything in trees, like the pyramids. Right? When it was to do with Tesla. It's just crazy. he was using cinnamon. What's it called? Cinnamon. I can't say the word. I ain't gonna pretend like I can say big words, but he was using certain stuff. I mean, he was appealing to the so-called the lowest of the low people, but he kept getting. But he was saying he was trying to get the elites. What's it? The weak. What's it? Feed the weak and get the elites. And these people are supposed to be the elitist one, the elites. While he was like traveling all the way around the Virgin Island and then places, there enjoying the fullness of the cash apps, the everything else, living large, saying he's living in nature when he's living in concrete jungle just like me. It's just interesting, isn't it? But obviously, like, I think the most important part of this video was shown where True and them lot haven't really. I mean, like, they don't even like each other anyway. They don't like each other on a whole. They didn't like Natiri because she is a pretty girl. She is a pretty girl. He done use and abuse Malia. He wanted something new to go play with. But the thing what was new, right? She was looking at Solar. She wanted Solar from long time. So, you know, something was bound to blast off from this thing because, you know, I definitely feel what really got to her was definitely being the queen thing, and I think that's what pushed the boat. And especially right when he put out the scandalous poem on the Twitter of her. But she also consented, like the rest of the girls, to put her pictures and stuff up there. Yeah. But at the same time, right, we still ain't gonna rule out no woman should be forcefully sexually assaulted, no matter how appealing they look to a man. You know what I mean? That's just too much. That's just so. These people coming on Bigo panel to say that they have argument, they have no argument. Really, all they did is make it worse. I'm sure the courts is looking at what them are doing. Long may they continue digging a big hole for their master, the master puppet. You know. But it's just crazy. I just feel these women are back crazy. That's why I said they're back crazy. They're back gone. They're stupid women. They're dumb. I don't like calling women bitches, but in this case, they make even female dogs probably have better brains than they have. Okay? They have a chance to run for it. There's nobody to run after you, pull you, or whatever. He's done for already. All I'm waiting for now is to see is to see the court on court TV, on YouTube, or on the TV. However, I just want to sit back and watch. I just hope that I'm able to watch that, because I didn't expect him to go down so quick. I thought that I would have missed that one. So these women are fighting a losing battle on a whole. It's a losing battle. Go look after your children. Aya can go look after her son. The two women who talks the most is the two who's got sons. Both got sons. So your children, it won't fit. It's too small. Right, and your children. Yeah, I can't put it. Look, it don't work. Look, it don't work. Look. Sorry. Oh, so you have to only put it on the whole cake. No, because how I in the wheel. No, it won't go. Or maybe you go on the wheel. Yeah, so you now go on the wheel. So just go look after your children. As you can hear, my daughter is on one. Like the only time I can get a little bit of more space where I can express myself to the entirety is when she's sleeping. But I just thought I'd just come up and show this video for those who didn't see the continuous bit when True bring up all her sexual history, which proves nothing. It proves nothing. Loads of people have sexual history behind them. Still doesn't say that how a man should go and take a woman falsely, what's it, should sexually assault a woman. Basically, you have no right to do it. It's wrong. Any person who agrees with that, there's something totally wrong with you. There's something totally wrong with your ass. You need to go for therapy. Go check your head. Right? Those people who have daughters and sons. Because remember, people go after boys and girls now. Men and women. They have no boundaries. So, sexual assault is not a good thing to happen to anybody. And I just think that she linked the words to the wrong thing. I just think she put it in the wrong context. Basically, that's all I feel. She called sexually assault making love. She put it in the wrong context. That's what I feel. Because the way the interview was conducted, right, fair enough. I ain't bashing the tea, by no means. You know what I mean? Right. I feel she was put in a corner to express herself. What she should have done, she should have left it for a little while and then come and do the interview. She should have left it, go go behind the scenes and go and do what she had to do and then come and talk about it. She had left it for a little while and then maybe she could put things in the context. But don't forget, even Janae herself needs healing. Janae thinks that her looks and her sexual self will get her places, which obviously gets her into problems. And in this case, this is exactly what's happened. So, you cannot. Carbonation can't defend nothing. They ain't defending nothing. They ain't even defending their Lord and Savior right now. He's in the clink. They all have to go and change solicitor. Go and get money for solicitor. Part of them, but it's Nefertiti went to Puerto Rico and they went on trips. And the nature bum said he go into ATL. She wanted to stay in behind there. There was 6 or more left after. Nature bum and his wives and her and Solo could have. Yes, they could have left from the. Miss said that too. I said that too. They could have left from long time. They had enough chances to escape. That's what I'm saying. Don't get taken by love wins and all this foolishness. I still think in myself, you see when Solar expresses himself, oh yeah, oh yes, let me see your transcript. That one, you're right. Solar was even there when she got beat by Nature Boy. Solar was there, all right, front and in front. She was abused and she most likely rationalized the oh yeah, yes, that's exactly what I said. Let me see your transcript. Right. Oh yes, and Marie, yes, they could have left together. All 3 of them could have left. Her, Solar, and Zoka. They had so many chances. Pure left, right, there was a guy called Pure that was in the tribe and he bought a van or something. When Pure left, you see Pure left in the night and he take the van with him. When they get up the next morning, Pure was gone, the van gone, couple computers was gone. They could have left. They could have left for a long time. I said that before. But it's strange because most of the content creators has really confirmed what I think, what I've been thinking anyway, what I've been saying. They've confirmed it. Most of them actually clocked that. And this love wins thing, I didn't know it was to the LGBTQ thing. Is when Immortal Morals explained it. She said it's linked to the LGBTQ. That love wins thing. So when he's using that, saying that how it's pertaining to his daughter, even Fundi Fee said he's still using the daughter's energy, the dead daughter's energy. So, right, and I still think in myself, yes, he's using carbonation words. They're still doing apps. They're doing apps, they're doing astrology, they're doing with the apps, they're doing the same thing what Nature Boy was doing. They just revamp the thing, they mix it up a little bit. If you're really clocky, if you really peep it really, then you check the people who is really for their relationship. Because I ain't for the relationship. I don't really check for Janae on that level anyway. Because I've always thought that I always been blasting her. My thing with Janae is she doesn't know who really she is. She come from Jamaica. She's part like she didn't even know who the Maroons was. She comes from Jamaica. Look, every Jamaican knows. Most Jamaicans knows that they are Maroon. She didn't know. Yeah, their lawyer ran off too. There was no escape. They just walked away and got a share ride. Knowledge play like she was at the airport when Nature Bum was in New Orleans, but she was still at the exactly. And then they play with the people, make them think something, do something else. Now the T was back. It was trying to help Janae. I know she was. She tried, or she sent her somewhere so she can get help. Now this is all. I just feel that right now, right, people should just sit back, like we've been saying, just sit back and watch. Me, I'm gonna try not to do no commentary upon them at all. It's just because I see this video. That's why I'm speaking what I'm speaking, because I was part of the conscious community at one point. So these women don't represent the conscious community. No woman in the conscious community move like this. No woman. Maybe if this does happen, is unseen, right? Probably like we'll never hear about it, we'll never see it. But the fact that how right you're defending something like that in the conscious community, especially over here, if they hear that you are doing things like that, they will shame you. They will shame you. The amount of people I see get shamed over here for not looking after children and certain stuff. Yeah? Yes, Solar hasn't completely healed. Exactly. So therefore, they are saying that how these allegations are wrong. But my thing is, if you are all in different rooms and this thing is going on, how would you know? Oh, but he was with me. You listen. You cannot talk for no man. You can't talk for no man. Nobody knows what's in a man's head at the end of the day. That man was all mix up. You never know what type of day he's gonna have. He might wake up today grey. Tomorrow he might wake up blue. Tomorrow he might wake up black. He was always on the Saturn. It's like he was just in a moment. You know when someone's in a moment? He's in a moment. When he did stuff, he was all in a moment. When I think the biggest thing was the Zoom thing, right, which SL always referred to. In the Zoom, he had them all stripping naked, getting fellatio, all sorts of foolishness on the Zoom, right? And it was quite sad to watch. They're young women at the end of the day. They have a whole life ahead of them, right? We big people, right? Even though we've been through a lot, we don't go into an organization and go and play it out and let somebody terrorize our ass and all this. The man terrorized them to such an extent. They're like, they got Stockholm syndrome. That's what they got. They got Stockholm syndrome right now. And they haven't come to that point where they can leave. And even though Solar and them lot is not in the camp, they still have Stockholm syndrome because they haven't healed. They haven't come to that place. They won't take themselves to get sorted. You have to get deprogrammed. Every cult person who's left a cult, even to the Children of God, she had to get deprogrammed for her to talk about what happened to her. She ain't gonna come out and say, "Oh yes, well this and this happened." She spoke about it, and she didn't talk about all of it neither. So these people here thinking that they got one over her. No, you ain't got one over her because you just make yourself look stupid. I just hope, because really it's guilty by association. You know what I'm saying? And they forget that. No, her parents was from Jamaica. And she was probably born in America. Yeah, but even if they're born in America, they will take her back to Jamaica to me, people act differently when suppose the R word, as much as she cringely clinging to Solar. To me, he still wants Zoka to snap out. But yeah, that's what I think. I think Solar still wants Zoka. I really do. I really do. And the way we're talking, it sounds like we're talking like a bloody soap, like he's Young and the Restless. It's mad. It's mad. It's like we're talking about. It don't even sound like we're talking about real life people. Oh, you got the Dino book. It's because it's two Dino books. Oh, okay. You're gonna read it. I only read it. So it's like Young and the Restless we're talking about here. It doesn't even sound like we're talking about real life people. It sounds like we're talking about a whole production, which is how he set it up. Or what most probably happened is, right, they will do things so like we can, like, I mean, yeah, I feel like I come under reactors now, so we can react to their stuff. You know, it's quite sad. It's quite sad and quite disturbing. But yes, I feel yes, Janae was a woman scorned. Damn, she was. She was flipping scorned. You can hear it in the interview. You hear it in her voice. She said, I am powerful. She said, how, what? She goes, what? And you don't know how powerful I am. I am very powerful. You know what I mean? So, man, I'm just going to sit with the popcorn and watch right now. I'm going to try my best not to do, I keep saying this. I know, I keep saying this. And then they go and they do something else and I have to come out and I have to talk again. But I'm gonna end it right here now. You know what I mean? So, like, even though there was a stupid person in the comments in the chats just now, that's fine. There is some ignorant people amongst us. We know there's ignorant black people out there, or melanated people out there. So, at the end of the day, right? Like I said, I don't know the law too great, but I've been watching Max X, I think it is, and he explains a lot of stuff about the RICO, the indictment, all that. So, I mean, this has only just begun. I mean, this is only the second part of it, the second part of what's coming for Nature Boy right now. So, I just feel that, yeah, man, like, just to watch, I guess, and see what's happening. But these women, they need to go. They need to go home. They need therapy. They need a lot of help. So. No, there's no ice cream. No, it's only just a little. Oh, okay, hold on. So, I'm gonna come off with my little ones here, and then like looking for my attention. And all right. So with that said, I am gonna come off. Thank you, peoples, for passing through. I know there was a lot of peoples. Let me see if we can get through all of them. Let me see your transcript. Hood therapy. Chrissy. S.L. Davis. Marie R. Rich. Oh, I can't say her name. Shanette Rich. Miss Wise. Ghettoology. Ghetto Child. The Bomb Mom. Kantassi. I think I got everybody. Oh yeah, Natiri's been abused since day one when she lost the nickel between her legs. Oh, that's sad that you say that, Marie. It's sad. But I've got to get off anyway, right? I'm gonna leave the chat line in on the live. I'm not gonna delete or take it off or whatever. So with that said, I'm going to go. Have a good day. I've got to do my other lives. I've got to catch up on. These people always distract me, Tarated. I don't know why. They always do the most, man. But yeah. So with that said, I'm gonna come off. Let me just highlight what you just said before I go. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Take care. Have a good day. Let me just play out. Where's the thing? Or is it on here? I bet it's not on here. Oh, there it is.